I woke up. The room was a lukewarm temperature. Just the way I liked it. What I didn't like was how I woke up. The screeching that seemed to come from every direction. My ear bled every morning from the foul sound. Luckily, the terrorizing noise could be easily turned off by the hit of an alarm clock. I got out of bed and went through my morning routine. Once I went to get breakfast though, something oddly peculiar happened. I got downstairs and instead of seeing my parents, there was a tall figure, slender and pitch black. I blinked a few times. Was I seeing a mirage? Was I going insane? Was it Halloween and I forgot? The being started to contort itself in ways that are not physically possible. Once it was done, it resembled a delectable Boston creme donut. I then woke up yet again just now realizing I was dreaming. I had a weird sense of deja vu as the morning played out almost the same as how it did in the dream except that the shady donut guy wasn't downstairs. Once I had gotten downstairs, I asked my parents for the donut. They both looked into my eyes, as if they were staring directly into my soul, and with an expressionless face, simply said no. After that heartbreaking answer, I started to devise a plan to acquire a donut. I rushed back up the stairs and slammed my door, locking it behind me and pulled out some paper. I knew that there was a donut shop a couple of blocks away from my house, so I decided that I'd go in, ask for a donut and then not pay for it. Simple, yet effective. I snuck out of the house without anyone noticing by going out the back door and speed walking to the other side of the house and out of the property. I knew that my parents would get suspicious of their child being gone for a long period of time, so I made a little sign that read went to get a donut. Be back soon, D. As I approached the donut shop, something dawned on me. How on earth am I going to escape? I slapped myself. How could I have forgotten the most important part? I accepted that this donut heist might not end well, but I was too far into it to back down. I ran into the donut shop and demanded a Boston creme donut. The two shopkeepers agreed and gave me one. $2.49 please, one of them told me. I stared at him and bolted out of the donut shop. They soon followed. The donut was in mint condition, but I knew that if I ran too long, it would melt into my hands and be a chocolate mess. Whilst in the donut shop, I pondered how I'd get out of this situation, and I concluded that I would simply just outrun the shopkeepers. They were wearing aprons, large hats and even two shirts. After what seemed to be 5 minutes, the shopkeepers decided that I wasn't worth the trouble of chasing. I then walked back home, through the front yard, into the backyard, into the back porch, up the stairs and into my room. At this point, I didn't know what to do. I went through all the trouble to get the donut and eating didn't seem like the right thing to do. Too much effort to just consume the thing. But what else could be done? What can one do with a donut other than eating it? And that's when it hit me. Literally. The donut became animate, grew arms and legs and started to attack me. I will not let you eat me, it cried out. It lunged at me and I grabbed it. It was too dangerous to be kept alive. I pulled out my pocket stick and stuck it through the donut. It cried out in pain for about a minute and stopped. Its arms and legs retracted back so it looked like a regular donut. After the battle, I was starving.
God.
I knew what had to be done. I consumed the donut and enjoyed every single bite. Cut to now, 1 week later and I still am full from that donut. The end.